morning, Pancake. Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Nürburgring. Welcome to a video with a car that on paper sounds absolutely everything but emotional and exciting, namely our BMW 218. Now, the majority of the audience should know it already. It doesn't require any introduction, but people who are new to this channel or just people who just need some refreshment, let's walk over some mods. As mentioned previously, this car is far from being emotional on paper because BMW 218 stock form is like 130 something horsepower, 140 horsepower. Thanks to intercooler mods and a remap from a friend at Atomic, Oleg, it has now roughly close to 200 horsepower. But not the most exciting horsepower. 3-cylinder engine, 1.5 liter engine, so it takes some time before the momentum kicks in. Now, in addition, it's running Pro Track wheels, Nankai NS2R tires, M Performance big brake kit all around in the front and in the rear, and I think actually Pagget RSL 29 brake pads that we're running currently. I might be wrong. Maybe I'll put something like a proper video in the description what the actual brake pads are. Now, this car, even though it is maybe not the most exciting car to lap, you might think, or to watch the video of, but it is, for me, one of the best cars to be on the passenger seat when I used to be doing instructions, because it is kind of underpowered, but when you know what you're doing, you can keep the momentum in, and especially with the very powerful brakes, you can make it stop when it's necessary. So actually didn't have any sketchy moments with the car. So it's a perfect beginner's car, especially if you want to drive a manual. So also important aspect, it's a manual rear-wheel drive car, and some of the specs I will actually also be mentioning in the video in the onboard lab, because I already actually did a lap and I'm shooting intro now afterwards, a few weeks later to be honest even. So there's that when it comes to the car. But the most important thing, also the most important reason why we're doing this lap now, not only because I want to do a lap with every car and any car, but because over winter it has received KW competition V3, so this means 3-way adjustable suspension. So JRZ went for rebuild and we decided to put something else to keep something fresh to show to you, so you can feel the comparison, because we have very long-lasting customers who always like to come back and see what the car does to test out the mod. So yeah, this year from now on, the car is running KW competition, so you're more than welcome to try it out. And yeah, I guess now you can hear what I have to say about it. And yeah, the one thing that the car is missing is absolutely new exhaust. But we've been to Miltech, I believe, over winter. They looked at us and they said, nope. So that is, unfortunately, is not going to be changed probably. But yeah, alright, enough talking, enjoy the lap. So unprepared for this. Where's my card? There's my card. Wonderful. Okay, off we go. Evening lap with the BMW 218i, because there is no such thing as an M218. Actually, I mean, with all the upgrades that the car has, it could be an M218. If BMW M would have ever made an M version of a 218, that would be it probably. Needs different exhaust though, and like a diff. Okay, let's put traction control off, put it in full sport, all the sport modes. Ooh, dynamic traction control activated. Flat out! Acceleration 0 to 100 in now. Actually not too bad. But yeah, an M2 would probably, well, as you can see, overtake us, and another M2 competition behind us. So, up we go. Tiergarten, 160 kilometers per hour. Flat through the compression. Don't need to lift, especially with the new surface. I'm just a bit on the brake, because, yeah, car in front of us, cold tires. Smoothly downshift. Actually, good thing about it. No, Robert, I didn't take the curb. We just edited the video this way. The good thing, another very good thing about this car is the auto blip and rev match. And of course, many people are gonna say like, oh my god, pure race car drivers need to rev match by themselves. But it's actually quite handy with this car, because as mentioned, this is a very good car for beginner drivers where you just want to focus on the track. If you want to say like, I want to shift gears with my hand, I want a manual transmission, okay, you can do it, but it's still gonna be quite good and safe. So, first or second hard braking zone, plenty of grip, but we don't want to overdo it with the cold tires. You can feel the front tires losing slightly while looking for traction because they're a bit cold at this point. Suspension set up very nicely. I think it could use a bit more gentle rebound, because when you drop back there is a bit of bouncing, just a tiny bit, not too critical. I think majority of people will be driving this car, it's not going to be that bad. BMW M2 behind us, maybe we should let it pass. Oh, don't let me lose my momentum, because that's all about the momentum with this car, and especially also this track. Yay! Woohoo! We have overtaken a Tesla. And it's no joke, because we all know that Teslas are quite fast on the track. Nice sunset. I love it. We're still in 4th gear, I think. Yeah, we'll be fine. Just a bit on the brakes. Even lack of wing is no issue here for Schwedenkreuz. Full on the gas, and can go a bit late on the brakes. Lots of brake power, lots of stopping power. Very good. A bit of understeer through there because I went a bit too fast, too excited. But still big smile on my face from all the driving. Foxhole. Again, probably keeping it in 4th gear. No need to option to 5th or 6th. Flat through the bottom. Woo! Exit. Off we go. Why are there no photographers today? So many good shots could have been taken of this car. Oh well, I guess the only shot we can get is of this video. Lots of grip too. Through, I don't know, forced. Chicane nicely taken. I think now on the straight we can let this M2 behind us pass, so we're gonna put the indicator on, move over, let it go, let it go. And then turning in to the curb, on the gas, to the outside, then late braking. He's like really understeery. Alright. Nice wing he has. Then turning into, that was too early steering in, bro. Really watch out. Ooh, that was a very good line of mine. Just tap on my shoulder myself. Should not get too arrogant and overconfident, because then you're gonna make that one fatal mistake. But it's also more the car than the driver at this point. Well, let's say it's both, but the car, it should not behave the way it is behaving, this particular car. Because when we got it 2017, the first lap I did, I said, why? I mean, when I saw the car, we have your speed limit anyway, so I can slow down and talk to you. When this car arrived, Robert, like, he didn't mention anything, just showed up at Apex like, yo, that's our new rental. Like, what? Why? 218, come on, why not 228 or something? Or of course 240. M2 we already had back then. What? Then we did the first lap and almost ended up in the wall like 3 times or 4 times. I was a bad driver back then. But the car was set up so understeery, so horrible. But that's what they do, because they don't expect these cars to end up on the track. But regular people drive it. Older people, very old people probably drive it as well. So they're set up very safely. And but after the first alignment, the car was very good. The big issue that we had after that, double shift into third and full on. The big issue that we got in after that were the stock brakes. Horrible. The brake discs were cracking, the brake pads were just like, we were running through brake pads like crazy. Very fast Cayman GT4 MR behind us, give it all the room, yes. The brakes was a big issue, and then we put the BMW M Performance brake kit on it, the same that you find on the M2 and the M4, which makes our life also very easy, because we basically run the same brake discs and the same brake pads on all the cars, M4, 218, M2 when we get the new one in the future. So it makes things easier, a lot easier. And then the car became like, my favorite car to back then when I was still instructing. It was my favorite car because it was, you can brake yesterday, no, you can brake tomorrow and the car will stop yesterday. And that was very safe because, there is no way that this car has the braking force, braking power is so much more than actually the engine power. Very fast GRRs behind us. And that's why you always need to look ahead of you and not in the mirror or next to you, because that's why we went on the curb. One of the most dangerous mistakes any driver can make on the ring is thinking at the car, looking at the car that's overtaking him. And yeah, luckily the corner was actually to the right, but it would have been a left-hand drive corner, then it would have been more tricky. Metzgersfeld is very famous for that, and I mentioned that in one of the previous videos when we had an accident there last year, when the car was looking in the mirror while I was overtaking it, and then he just smacked into me. We'll talk more about it in detail later on. Downshift, H8. From here we're going downhill, literally, not figuratively. Adrian is there to film for some slow motion, so hopefully we're gonna get what we want. And first curb, off we go, and second curb. Yes, that was good. Enough showing off, and now we can take it easy. Whee! Yeah, makes me happy, And what also makes me happy is that this car, I need to have a look. Well, I should not go through Brunchen and have a look at the tacho, but we will. 73,000, go on the brakes here, 73,483, oh, nice sunset. 73,483 kilometers, almost 100k for a Nürburgring rental car that has seen it all. And surprisingly, I think we only replaced clutch, I think 2 times in those, what, 5 years by now? So it's been doing actually quite well, surprisingly. But yeah, when the car allows you to look at its mileage and drive the Nürburgring, it says a lot that it's really easy to drive and very enjoyable, because you cannot fake this smile. Something that cars need to do their best and need to be pure for that to be able to do it. 160 through Belfast. Quite okay, quite nice. Fast car behind us. Go on the brakes, I'll go off the line here. Let it pass, because there's nothing, no need to prove anything here. Oh yes. GT3 RS, MR. Beautiful. Love the wing, love the aero disc. Love the way it dances into the mini carousel. It's been a great lap. Really. Of course, we were not like gunning for anything for lap times. I need to get used to the car again. I need to get used to the track, because ever since the track's been open, already now like what, 2 weeks? Almost 3 weeks? I only done less than 5 laps for sure. Less than 5 laps. So, not driving excuses, but very important disclaimers. So at this point, I just sincerely hope that the GoPro obviously has recorded. We can enjoy the amazing sunset, and maybe I'll go for one more cruising lap or something, and we'll see, or just enjoy ourselves. Is that Tamara behind us? No, similar gray 836. Okay, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely have enjoyed driving this car. Although literally it gets old, but it never gets old to surprise and amaze, and just like how much fun you can have with, you would say, underpowered BMW 2 Series, but it only makes it challenging, and all the ingredients are there to keep the momentum through the track and enjoy the track at its most. So yeah. Oh no. And it has an automatic engine start in case you let it stall it when you exit the track, because you know, when you don't hear the engine, sometimes things happen. Cool. Well, have a good day. Looking forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video or in real life in this car. Bye.